So as a child, I always loved movies. I always loved a movie's ability to transport you into another world. When I was in high school, I made some friends who shared my passion for movies, and we decided we were going to make our own. And we eventually were able to play in an actual movie theater. This was one of the best and most important experiences of my life, and it's what I'm going to talk about. So it basically started at the end of my sophomore year when my friend came up to me and proposed the idea of shooting a movie based on and starring, based around our friends and starring our friends, as well as adding some parts to fictionalize it and make it like a bit more interesting. So when he first proposed the idea, I was all for it. I was definitely interested in making a movie. It's something I always wanted to do, and something I was definitely interested in, but I never actually thought that we would follow through on making it, because oftentimes people like propose ideas of stuff like this, and like it never gets done because it's kind of like a daunting task to make an entire movie. But to my surprise, the next week we ended up going out and we actually wrote a script for our movie, and that was like as far as I ever thought it was gonna go. Like I thought, like, we're doing this, but like, are we ever gonna actually finish this movie? Like, it's a lot to get people to want to come and film for us and like get actors and stuff. But to my surprise, people were actually really like excited to want to come act for us. Like, we were able to get not just our friend group, but people outside of our friend group that we like barely knew to come be in our movie, just because they wanted to support us. So we eventually ended up filming a first scene, and that was like an amazing time, because like we were just trying something new, and we didn't know like how like long this was gonna go. But over the next 2 years until our senior year, we continued to film this movie, and it was just an amazing experience. We are able to look back through a lot of parts in the movie and think like what we were doing in our real lives while like filming this movie, and we're just able to reminisce and see ourselves grow as the movie progresses, since it was filmed over a course of 2 years, so it's like while we were growing a lot. So once we finished, it ended up being over 2 hours long. Our movie is full feature length, and we thought like we had a lot of people around like our school knew about the movie and wanted to see it, since we had been like working on it, and a lot of people were in it. So and our families all knew about it, and they all wanted to see it. And so we ended up renting out a movie theater in downtown Lexington called the Kentucky Theater, and we even got our name up in lights on the marquee. And everyone in the movie, everyone dressed up like nice and like suits and stuff, and we all went and we all watched it with our families, and everybody came, and it was just an amazing time to see like finally all of our over 2 years of hard work pay off in watching the movie and everybody laughing and stuff. It just was an amazing feeling to see all your hard work be paid off. So this moment was very important, I think, in my life, since my friends mean a lot to me. Like, friendship means a lot to me, and so like through the course of making this movie, we all like bonded really close, because we shared this like-minded project that we were all working towards, that and we like all had the same passion to finish this movie. My friend who is the director of the movie and had the initial idea to make the movie, he has gone on to study film in college, and he decided that based off the movie that he wants to pursue a career in film. So it affected a lot of our lives in that way, that even he wants to make his career based off this movie. As we've gone off to college, we've gone our separate ways. We have been able to stay pretty close, and they're still like my best friends to this day, because we have these shared experiences of working on the movie so much over the course of over 2 years. Whenever we come home, we're able to watch the movie and reminisce about how we were when we were in high school. And as we grow older, we are able to continue to stay close, because we have this shared experience of making this movie and forming these relationships.